Miss Trans96 here with another video where I'm going to be speaking about a newly shown Hot Toys figure, and that figure, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but that figure is Drax. Very excited about this. This is a really big deal for Hot Toys. Even if you don't care about Guardians of the Galaxy, you definitely have to at least find this interesting. Very exciting. We are finally going to get Drax. Unfortunately, I was hoping that when they showed Drax that maybe they would say something in the description about why it took so long or whatnot, and they really didn't. The only comment that they made was something to the effect of, like, for the people who have been waiting so long for this, don't miss your opportunity to pre-order it. So that's basically the only thing that they did to kind of acknowledge the fact that this figure has taken so long to come out, and which is unfortunate. I think that Hot Toys is a really good company. Their marketing is really nice in the way that they present the figures and the events that they do, and the hype that they build for their figures, I think is very good in general. However, I think that they absolutely have a lack of communication with their customers, as far as they really don't, speak to us. The only way that we know a figure's been canceled is if we just stop seeing it, basically. I think that it would absolutely benefit them to actually have more communication, to explain that a figure has been officially canceled, to obviously explain the reason why it has been canceled, and in this case, explain why they were having so much trouble to get it out. The most popular theory is that Dave Belushi, I believe you pronounce his last name Belushi, something like that, Belusha possibly, but he, was originally a wrestler, and therefore his likeness was owned by another company that made wrestling toys, I believe, and that is why it was so hard for them to get his license, and who knows if that's 100% true, or who knows how they fixed it, whether they had to dish out some more money for this guy, dish out more money for his likeness. I'm not quite sure, but off the topic of that, because we really didn't get any conclusion to that, we finally know that whatever happened, they worked it out, and we finally have a Drax figure that has gone up for pre-order. Alright, so let's talk about the figure. First of all, this head sculpt, I think that it really looks great. It absolutely looks like the actor. I think that the likeness is pretty perfect. The only issue with it is it's a very blank, dead face, which, Hot Toys does sometimes. I think that a lot of times they really don't give you much expression in the face sculpt, and then because of that, sometimes they can come off looking quite dead. I think Gamora absolutely has that look, and then Drax is another one in this team that does have that look as well, which is a shame. I always I tend to side with the more expression for Hot Toys figures. Some people complain about that, which I just don't understand. It adds so much depth to the figure that just the blank stare does not. So, I always like it when they do add expression. Unfortunately, this is not the case where they did, and because of it, he looks rather dull. But I think that the likeness is excellent. The body is really wonderfully sculpted. Absolutely tons of detail there in just the texture in general on his skin, and then of course all the tattooing work, which just looks fantastic. So much nice, small, fine detail. You can really see that they put their time into this, and it just looks wonderful. I'll be interested to see if the body is rubber or plastic. I have a feeling that it's going to be plastic. I don't think that they're going to do rubber, because there's really no way to articulate his torso, unless they did like a very fine rubber, which I would definitely not like. So my guess is his torso is just a solid plastic, that there isn't rubber in it, and that there's just a ball joint at the waist, which allows you to have torso articulation. That's my hope, and that's my guess. Obviously, he does have, because he doesn't have a shirt on, you can see the joint at the elbow, and they've gone with the hinge swivel, which whenever they have to do a visible arm joint, that's the one that they choose, which has less articulation, of course, than a double hinge elbow. However, it's not restricted by an outfit, so you do still get a decent range of motion. One thing that's really exciting is he comes with 2 pairs of pants. I think this is excellent, and I would have liked to see this. It would be harder to do it for Gamora, because you really have to do a completely new outfit, but I would love to get the red outfit for Gamora. I would also love it for Rocket Raccoon. Unfortunately, we get Rocket Raccoon's orange outfit, and we get Gamora's blue outfit, which is a shame. You do get Drax's gray pants, which he wears in the beginning of the movie, for most of the movie, basically, other than in prison. And then at the very end of the movie, when they all put on their unified outfits given to them by the Ravengers, he does have the red pants. I like the red pants a lot. I think it makes them look more like a team, and he's definitely going to fit in better with Star-Lord, and then of course Groot, because Groot doesn't need a costume, so he'll look more like a team with them. But then of course you have the outcast being Gamora and Rocket, which is a shame. But I am happy that you do get 2 pairs of pants, so you can choose whichever one you like the best. Personally, without seeing them, I would have picked the red, just because it ties them more in as a team. But when you actually compare the two, or you compare him wearing the gray pants and the red pants look a lot better. He just looks more natural while wearing them, so I definitely think that that's the better choice, just in general. He has gone on pre-order, and he is $220. Solid price, basically what you'd expect for this. They could have charged a little bit more for him, to be honest, but going much over that, I think would be a bit excessive. But he's obviously a big character. He's going to come with some weapons and some great detail all around him. He does come with the rocket launcher, which I find an unnecessary accessory. I think it's cool, so I am happy that he's coming with it. I don't find it super necessary. I doubt many people will display him like that. He used it in the movie extremely briefly, and it was to shoot Nebula. So it's not like we have a Nebula figure, so you could like reenact that, because we don't. So I really don't see the fact that he comes with the rocket launcher is necessary at all. He comes with his signature weapons, of course, and the standard Guardians of the Galaxy base. Comes with the standard set of hands, set of fists, set of hands for holding the knife, one right hand for holding the bazooka, and then 2 open hands as well. So this looks like a wonderful figure. I'm very excited for it, for the figure alone, as well as, of course, to complete the Guardians of the Galaxy team. I believe... Yeah, I think Star-Lord was the last one that I got, right? Rocket and Groot were the last ones I got, and I got them a good 8 months ago, I want to say. So obviously I've had the team incomplete for about 8 months, and I'm still gonna have to wait like another 8 months or so before I can finally complete the team. But I was at the moment, I did just put it in my head that this figure would never come out, and that possibly we get a new Drax for Guardians of the Galaxy 2. So I wasn't expecting a Drax figure until late 2017, early 2018, so I am definitely grateful that we are getting Drax before the end of 2016. And it's coming out in a good amount of time, between August and October, so estimated date at the moment is September, which isn't bad. If you collected Hot Toys a couple years ago, when a figure went on pre-order, typically it would take 10 to about 14 months for them to come out. That's when their expected release date would be. Nowadays, when they go on pre-order, you're looking at about, I'd say roughly 6 to 10 months. So they're getting figures out faster, and a lot of them are not just being expected to release in that time period, but then they get delayed heavily. Usually, they come out basically when they're expected to. So the Hot Toys is really tightened up on how they release figures, which is just wonderful, because it does mean that we get figures a lot faster, which is excellent. So there you go. I'm very excited for this one. Very surprised by it as well. When I saw it on Hot Toys' Facebook page that night, it really freaked me out, to be quite honest. I was so surprised and just absolutely elated. But yeah, extremely excited for this figure. Let me know what you guys think of it, and thanks so much for watching.